GoToWhitney.com.
Hi, I'm Lisa Ling, and I had a great time talking to Whitney, and you should too.
So we are here with acclaimed journalist Lisa Ling for the 22nd Annual Women's Forum right here in Atlantic City at the Golden Nugget. How excited are you to be here today?
I'm thrilled. I've gotten a chance to meet people who are with the forum, and I hear that it's a great turnout, and I always look forward to opportunities to address large groups of women because there's something about women, you know, when they hear compelling stories, they are often so moved to want to get involved or help or continue to raise awareness, and I'm hoping that that's going to happen today, and I have a feeling it will,
Yeah, I definitely feel it will as well. Have you ever been here to Atlantic City before?
I have been to Atlantic City a couple of times, and there are times that I don't necessarily need to remember.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I've had some raucous experiences here in Atlantic City, but always great times.
Do you want to tell us about those experiences?
Not really. Nothing X-rated or anything like that. I just I let loose a few times, which you know everyone needs to do every now and then.
That's true. Well, that's good to hear. That is good to hear.
Yeah.
Now we are here for the Women's Forum, and I know that you travel so much. How do you balance having a family and having the career?
It is really hard. You know, women constantly talk about that attempt to find balance in their lives, and I think that it's something that's impossible to do, especially if you are working. And no matter whether you've decided to continue working or stay home, you will inevitably feel guilt about the decision you made. And my hope is just that we as women collectively try to just support whatever decisions other women make. But personally, it rips my heart out every time I have to leave because my work is so travel intensive, but I'm really, really lucky and blessed that I have my mother who lives 3 blocks away and my mother-in-law who lives 2 blocks away, and they're at my house every day with my husband and other family members. So we literally have a village that's helping to take care of my daughter, but it doesn't take away the kind of pain and hurt that I feel. My hope is just that she's proud of me one day and proud of the work that I do. That's what that's the feeling that I have that's lingering. It's that hope.
And that's cool because, I mean, I know when you were younger, you had these aspirations, so you wanted to be on TV. I was reading a little bit about you.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give to your daughter or to other young people that really just want to follow in those same footsteps?
I mean, I would tell young people to really figure out what drives them, what ignites their passion, and don't fall into that trap of wanting to seek out jobs just for the money, because there's a very good chance that you'll be dissatisfied later on. Very often, if you do choose the path that drives you, that inspires you, you can probably make a living doing that, and you'll feel so much more fulfilled. So I would suggest to young people that they just figure that out. You know, take some time, don't rush into things, study lots of different things, and travel. For me, the best education I've ever been able to achieve or get is the opportunity to travel and see the world. And I really believe that travel makes a person smarter, better, and ultimately more marketable.
Now, what about in the news right now? What's something that you're really passionate about?
It's so surreal to be talking about the news and hearing casino in the background. Yeah, exactly. There are so many stories in the news right now that I think we should be directing our attention to. I mean, we've been involved in conflict in Afghanistan longer than any conflict in American history, yet most Americans still can't identify Afghanistan on a map. I think that's really tragic. We are very involved in conflicts in countries that are predominantly Muslim, and what a lot of people don't realize is that 70% of the Muslim population is under the age of 30, and half of that population is under the age of 15. So I actually see this as a really amazing opportunity to engage with that really young population in more of a diplomatic way than militarily. And I think that those are some things that I think we should start considering, because these military conflicts don't seem to be getting us anywhere.
Right. Of course, yeah, that's so interesting. I love your take on that. In the entertainment news right now, the whole Caitlyn Jenner. How do you feel about that?
You know, I'm proud of Caitlyn for being able to live her truth finally. You know, people say like, why is this such a big news story? And the reason why I think it is because you had arguably one of the most one of the best athletes, American athletes, who ever lived, who felt like he had something to hide, who felt like he couldn't be himself.
Right.
And the idea that he's now able to live freely is really admirable. And I hope that other people who may be feeling this way find the strength and courage to be able to seek out their truth as well.
Awesome, great. Is there a motto that you live by?
Is there a motto that I live by? Not necessarily. I mean, I hope that people become good listeners and try to get to know other people's stories, because I really believe that the more we know about each other, the better people we become.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you.
Look forward to hearing you here for the Women's Forum. Welcome to Atlantic City
Great.
again.
So happy to be here, and I'm going to be much more sedate this time.
Yeah.
What I'd like to do over the course of the next 45 minutes or so is tell you about some of the stories that I've reported on in the world, but also here in America, that have profoundly affected me and provoked me to think a little bit differently. But before I do that, if it's okay with you, I'd like to just answer a couple of the more commonly asked questions of me, if that's okay. You okay with that? Sure. Yeah? Okay. First off, Oprah is very cool. Everyone wants to know what Oprah's really like, and she is an incredible person whose commitment to trying to elevate humanity is really unprecedented, at least in my industry. Secondly, my sister Laura is doing very, very well. She continues to... She continues every day to express gratitude about being returned home from North Korea, and we are also so grateful for that. Thirdly, I have not watched the new version of The View. It's hard to when you have a job, but I hear it's really great. And lastly, no, I've never been in any of the Charlie's Angels movies. In case anyone's wondering. It's kind of funny, I ran into Lucy Liu not too long ago, and she said, you know, not a week goes by when someone doesn't congratulate me on getting my sister back from North Korea. And she says the people are always so nice, so I just say thanks. All right, got those out of the way.